Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Copper Top Productions. In this week's video, I have some awesome news to share with you guys. In just 4 weeks time, I'll be at a drift event in the R32. Now I'm super stoked to be doing my first event in this car. There is one little thing that we have to kind of take care of before we actually can go to that event. The entire rear subframe has to be dropped out. All the bushings have to be replaced. The knuckles have to be removed, taken to a fabricator to have the new parts welded on so that they are reinforced and ready for the rear Brembos. Brake rotors have to be replaced, pads have to be replaced. And then the whole thing has to be reinstalled. So yeah, a little bit of work to do. In saying that, we've really got to get in and start taking apart this rear subframe so that I can firstly identify all the bushings that I actually need to replace, order all the parts we need to do everything we need to do. That's what we're going to be doing in this week's video. Let's get into it. What a pain in the ass. Start taking everything apart. Bye full stop. Ah! It's blue. Hell yeah. That was nowhere near as bad as I thought it was gonna be. It only took me like an hour to get it out, and it was like, it wasn't even that painful. The main reason we wanted to get this whole thing out is because we want to replace these guys, just because, no way. So that's fucked. Because I didn't know if those bushings that are holding the actual subframe in were going to be cooked or not, I wasn't too confident replacing everything basically arms out and then leaving those. It's just, I guess it's like kind of an OCD thing in a sense. Like if I do one thing, I want to know I've done all of them and I want to know they're all done right. That's why the fronts ended up being everything once I saw that one was buggered. It's going to be the same with the rear, and I was tossing up taking out the whole thing as we've done, or just taking out each side and going from there. But honestly, once I saw how easy it was to take the whole thing apart, I just thought I'd take the whole thing out, replace everything, and then I know that all of it's fresh and all of it's good to go. And that gives us the best chance of making the most of this car at the drift event and in the future. So that's why we did it. Alrighty, with this now in a more workable space, we're gonna be able to zip this apart fucking heaps quick. Probably mention I've got no clue what I'm doing, and I'm just sort of figuring it out as I go. What a pain in the butt. Beautiful. How big is that fucker gonna be? All right, I actually had to go down and buy a socket from Super Cheap because I didn't have one big enough. 36 mil. He's a big sucker. I'm curious if we're gonna be able to get this off. Oh, piece of piss. All right, sick. It was harder to get the knuckle separate from the subframe than it was to get the whole subframe out of the car. LCA removed. No more full stud. Yay. Alrighty, well that is everything apart now. With it all apart, we can actually go through and determine what we need to order, what we need to replace. So to start off, this is the knuckle. That's a 4-stud hub. That can go on the bin because we need a 5-stud hub to go into the knuckle. We're going to replace this guy here, which is the lower control arm ball joint, and we'll replace that and that. which will bolt into there and there. They will be the lower control arm inner bushings. Then on this part here, we'll replace this guy there, and that guy there. On the top side, then we've got to replace this guy here, and that guy there at the back of that one. We replace all 4 of those, and that is every bushing, every joint, everything, ball joint, blah, 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 replaced and good to go back in the car. Does this thing not have a sway bar? Either it just doesn't have a sway bar or it never had a sway bar. Interesting. So the next thing I actually have to do is jump inside, get in the computer and order all the parts I need to do all this. So let's go do that. All right, so it's been like a solid hour since I came inside, looking around for a bunch of places to try and source all the bushings that I need, all from one place rather than going to like 6 different websites and getting them all from different ones. Finally found something that basically is going to solve all the problems with one purchase or 2 purchases. I bounced around a bunch of brands including Powerflex, Super Pro, and even Hard Race, which are like original rubber ones but very expensive. Eventually, I ended up finding this. This is a complete kit distributed by Cube, made by Strongflex. This basically comes with everything that we could possibly need for the rear of the R32. From GK I got the rear chassis LCA ball joint, this sucker right here, which we need to make the rear Brembos go on, and we got this to reinforce the knuckle so it's nice and strong and won't break. So with all those bits now ordered, the only thing I can really do is wait and hope that they arrive soon. If they arrive before this video goes up, here's that. GK Tech didn't mess around. This came in 2 days. Well, there you go. GK Tech managed to get me all my parts out before I even finished editing the video. So 5 stars, GK Tech. Good job. Anyway, I will see you all next week where we're going to be chucking these parts on the car. Catch you then. Bye.